All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Marissa. I currently live in Tampa, Florida. I do have the flu right now, so I know I look crazy and I know I sound crazy, but it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I have come to a time in my life where I can genuinely share my story without feeling afraid or ashamed or other people are gonna judge me. That has always been my biggest fear of mental health and what caused my mental health problems. So that being said, we'll just take it back to 2011 where I met someone who goes by the name of Jesse. All my friends and family know who he is. So in the beginning, everything was great, everything was cute, everything was lovey-dovey. And then he started to become very controlling. And by controlling, I mean who I talked to. I couldn't go out. I couldn't talk to my own family. He made me believe my family didn't even like me. He made me believe that everyone was against me. He manipulated my mind so bad that I tried to attempt suicide multiple times. Would go back to school after, and he would tell the entire school she tried to kill herself, and there came the bullying along with it. I now have reproductive problems because of this man as well. The way he would force me to have sex, the way he would force me to give him head and shove my head down all the way until I would throw up. It's become so traumatizing in my life now that it's hard for me to find connections to people. Because I always have it stuck in the back of my mind that I'm gonna be abused again. He used to hit me. He punched me in my stomach, which caused gastrointestinal issues. He has caused me severe anxiety, severe depression, and I've been so quiet about this. Everyone used to think I was so crazy. No one believed me because he was the popular guy in school. Everyone liked him. He had this easygoing personality, but nobody saw him behind the scenes. He would steal money from me, from my mom. He would force me, and I can't really say force me, but he would manipulate me to thinking that it was okay. Like, I used to I would come home from school, lock myself in my room, and just cry and cry and cry because I would do everything for this man, and he just treated me like shit. And I was too young to realize that that's not love. That's not love. That was a narcissistic manipulator who abused me in every way possible. It changed me as a person. To this day, I still struggle with depression. I still struggle with anxiety, and it sucks. It really, really sucks, but I've prevailed. I've grown. I've accepted what has happened to me for the most part. I went through years of therapy for this, and the thing is, like, everyone used to ask me, why don't you just leave him? Every time I said I would leave, he told me he would kill me. He would push me down the stairs and break my neck. And I'm sure he thinks that I don't remember all of this, but I do. Caught him talking to someone else, and the man punched me in my stomach so hard that I lost my breath and fell to the ground, and I couldn't move. I was in tears, and he just walked away from me. He used to smudge my face against the car windows. He would literally shove my face until I hit it. I would have bruise on my faces, on my arms, on everywhere. Like, this shit is traumatizing. And I feel really, really bad for the people that have to go through this. I see women that are abused, and I feel so bad. And, you know, like, all the girls that talk to him after are now realizing he is a domestic abuser. He is an abuser, and he's not going to be held accountable until someone speaks up and says something. And at this point, it's going to be me. You know, I've seen multiple girls go through this with him, and as many times as I've tried to warn them and tell them he's not a good man, he's a fucking psycho. He's crazy. You know, and it's just really sad because his parents encourage him. That's what's even worse, is that his family encourages him. They think it's funny, they think it's a joke that he manipulates and abuses women and hits them, beats them, mentally abuses them, emotionally abuses them, sexually abuses them. It's pathetic and it's sad. And I'm happy that I found my way out of it. And the reason I finally left was because he ended up getting someone else pregnant. He asked me to stay with him and help him with his baby, and then forced the girl to get an abortion. So that's the kind of man that I dealt with. And to this day, he thinks it's a joke. We were just kids. No, we were not just kids. I mean, granted, we were 17, 18 years old, but you knew what you were doing because you're still doing it. You still do it to this day. There has been no change, no repercussions for this man, nothing at all. Like, and to all the people that are still friends with this guy, knowing what he's been doing since way back from high school, you guys are also an enabler. You guys also are okay with his behavior to stay friends with him. And if you remain friends with somebody like that, please don't be my friend. Unfriend me, unfollow me, block me, please. I don't understand that logic, how someone can sit there and be friends with an abuser. Not only physical, emotional, but sexual. This man used to force me to have sex and literally would hold me down, even though I would tell him it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. It didn't matter to him because he was happy. He got what he wanted. And the only thing I got out of this relationship was trauma, mental health issues. But, you know, in accepting everything that has happened, like I've said, I've grown. You know, I do live by myself. I'm very independent. I have a great work ethic. I have great people in my life. My family is amazing. You know, all of the turmoil that man caused after my behavioral changes. I became a thief, a liar, an abuser myself, because that's how my mind tried to deal with the trauma. I became the person I was running from. And, you know, through all of that, my family has been there. My family has loved me. Even though he made me believe that they never loved me, they didn't like me, they didn't want me, And I really believed it at the time. He really made it so believable. Oh my God. I didn't think I was gonna cry doing this. But I really feel like I needed to put this out there. I really feel like nothing is gonna change if we don't start standing up for ourselves. If we don't start standing up for our mental health, then nothing's gonna change. And, you know, mental health just doesn't, you know, include domestic violence and abuse, you know. To the people that struggle every day with feeling wanted or alone or, you know, not loved, you're loved. You're loved more than you think you are. There is someone out there that loves you and that will love you. And that took me years to understand. Years. And sometimes I still feel alone, but I know someone loves me. And if you need someone to talk to, please, I will drop my Instagram down in my bio and come talk to me. Just come talk to me. I can help in any way. I will try to help. I will be an open ear. I will listen sometimes. And, you know, another thing is with mental health and depression and everything like that is sometimes it's all your mind can think about and it's all you can talk about until you feel better. And people don't want to hear it. And that's what makes me even more sad is that I've lost friends telling them, I'm not feeling right. I feel really depressed. I'm not happy. I'm really going through it right now. You know, my health has taken a toll on my mental health and I don't get responses back. And people really don't understand how much more damage that causes to somebody who deals with mental health. Someone who deals with depression, who's gone through, you know, wanting to kill themselves, to hurt themselves. You know, like, that's another thing that I really wanted to speak on in this video was be there for the people who have mental illness. You really don't know what's going on in their head until you talk to them. And though it might not be what you want to talk about, you could literally save someone's life by just be quiet and listening to them. Sometimes people just need a hug. Sometimes people just need someone to sit there, be quiet, and do nothing. I really hope that as a whole, we can finally start learning the depths of mental health. Because there are so many factors that go into this. PTSD, and you can get PTSD from a car accident, and that car accident can change you forever as a person. It can be such a traumatic experience that your mind shuts down, your body shuts down, everything. It could be something as little as that. It's not really little. People die in car accidents, but get what I'm saying. I never want anyone ever to feel how I've felt, to be put through what I've been put through. So, you know, I'm so grateful that my suicide attempt didn't happen. I'm very happy that I'm here today. I'm very happy that I didn't cause pain to more people. I'm happy that I've grown and realized that I can manage my mental health, that I can still continue life being okay. And I want everyone to feel like that too. I want everyone to know that there is someone that loves you and you will be okay. I will fight for you. I will continue to post these videos as much as I can and go more in depth with the things that I've dealt with in the last 10 to 15 years. And I'm only 27. I'm young. But with all of that, I can't have kids. I have really, really bad health problems. And all of it stemmed from him, from this one man who caused so much damage in my life. But I want you guys to look at me and see that I'm okay. I'm here. I am here. And I will support you. I will love you. I will listen to you. Please. Love yourself as well. Because if you don't love yourself, even through all of the negativity your mind tells you, it's going to be harder. I used to put myself down all the time. I feel like this. I'm always so sad. I'm always so negative. I'm always, and I would put myself down so much. And one day it finally clicked where I said, if I just tell myself some positive things, then maybe I'll start to feel better. And I did. I started doing yoga. I started redirecting my mind to more positive energies and thoughts. And a lot changed for me after that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. Say hi to my dog. And we will be back soon.